Hey. This is something I felt I've needed to address just because a lot of people are now starting to notice that I've been a little checked out, not myself, and things like that. Postpartum depression is a real thing. It's not easy to go through. I am normally a very happy and outgoing person, and just for some reason it's just hitting me like a ton of bricks. I may look happy and fine in my last videos, but it comes in waves. So that's why I have not been putting out so many videos, because I've only been filming when I felt fine and happy. When you talk to me, I may be putting on a smile and saying that I'm okay, I'm doing great, but in reality I'm not. I'm having a very, very hard time. You may have caught me at a good time, but I may have already cried 8 times that day. So it's not easy to go through. I don't think I'm at the point where I need medication to get through this. It's just because I'm not sitting there 24/7 in the corner crying and, you know, having bad thoughts about myself or anything like that. It's just, like I said, it comes in waves. It's just things that sometimes overwhelm you. Like, I have always been a very outgoing person. And just this last week, we were out to dinner with Brandon's family, and I just got very overwhelmed to the point where we had to leave. And we told this family that it was bedtime, which it was. It was the kids. It was past their bedtime. But it was mainly because I felt so overwhelmed and I just wanted to sit down and cry. But it can be a ton of other things too. It's the feeling of no energy and these are all my personal experiences so far. But feeling no energy to do anything. Like, I have laundry baskets stacked over here. I have a pile of clothes sitting behind me that need to be washed and cleaning that needs to be done, but I have no energy to try it. Feeling like you're not a good parent despite you trying everything. Feeling like your first child, so Mila will never be as loved as she was, or feeling like she's loved. Not wanting anyone to come visit just because you don't have the energy to sit there and put on a smile or clean the house or whatever it may be. You just don't want anyone to visit. You don't want to talk about all your fears and why you're feeling down. The fear of going back to work and not being with your children every minute is just terrifying. Knowing that your child needs you, but you're having a hard time showing up for them. Trying so hard to find a way out of this depression, but not being able to find a way. Just watching your husband try and cheer you up and encourage you through this. And praising every small achievement, even if it's brushing your hair that day. And still loving you no matter. No matter what, still loving you. Wondering if you're ever going to feel normal again. That's a big one for me. Not wanting to get ready or even leave the house. It gives me so much anxiety just thinking about having to leave without Brandon here with me. Finally having a good day, then all of a sudden with it just hits you like a ton of bricks. I could go the whole day without crying or feeling down. And then just out of nowhere, 9 p.m. it will just hit me. Feeling like your body will never be the same, never be pretty enough. Finding out that none of your clothes fit, even though you're well below pre-pregnancy weight and all those clothes fit you before pregnancy. I honestly don't like to be asked how I'm doing. I feel like I will tell you when I'm ready. And just having so many people ask you how you're doing is just, it just adds to it. Because you just want to smile and say, yeah, I'm doing great, but in reality you're not. It's so important for me to at least have you ask before you just show up. Because I could be in the middle of a crying episode. I could, be nursing him, or who knows. It just makes me feel even more anxious when people just show up and expect to see the baby or to ask how I'm doing. It's just things like that that makes me super anxious. And like I said in last video, the little things become your big victories. Like brushing your hair for the day for the first time in 3 or 4 days. I'm finally not wearing PJs. Or actually getting the bed made for the first time in 2 weeks. Little things like that make big victories. They may not seem like much, but when you're in this state, it is. And a big one for me is just wondering if I'm ever going to be good enough for my little family. So this is me, postpartum depression and all. But hopefully not for long.